This is the continued lecture for elimination and substitution method. In the previous video, we've gone through the questions that ask to find the x and y values. We will now increase one more variable as a challenge. Question 6. Find the x, y, and z values that can satisfy all three equations below. So here we now see three unknown variables, x, y, and z. Not only that, did you notice that each question is missing one variable? So the first one has x and y but missing z. And the second one has y and z but it's missing x. And the third one has x and z and missing y. They're all not matching. This is tricky. Now, watch how I solve this one. I would like to first rewrite all these equations, but in a bit different way. Have a look. So it's like each equation was supposed to have all these three variables, but they ended up missing one variable like this. And as usual, I'm going to call these equations equation A, equation B, and equation C. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I'll first choose two equations from here. I'll choose this one and this one as an example, okay? And I'll have them rewritten here. So should I combine these two equations or subtract one from the other? Subtract, right? To eliminate y. So I'm going to subtract like this. So 3x minus nothing in x. So 3x should just be 3x. Now 6y minus 6y, that is 0. So I'll just put 0 here. Here we have no z, so that's like 0z, right? So 0z minus 4z. So that is minus 4z. And lastly, 24 minus 22, that is 2. So here we have 3x minus 4z is equal to 2. We have eliminated y's. But the problem is, we still have two unknown variables left. Normally, we were left with only one of them, right? So we could use substitution method by now. So, what could be the next step? That is, using equation C. You see how our new equation has x and z left? But the equation C also has x and z, remember? That means we're eliminating once again. So we're taking this step twice this time. This is because we have three unknown variables now. So let me bring them together. So this one. This time we no longer need y values, right? So I would just write it like this. I'm not going to keep these empty space anymore because we don't need to. So how should we convert these equations? I think the easiest way is to eliminate z, don't you think? By multiplying the first equation by 4. I think that'll do it. So 16x plus 4z equals 36. I multiplied everything by 4, right? 3x minus 4z equals to 2. And I would probably combine them, right? In order to eliminate z. So 16x plus 3x, that is 19x. 4z plus 4z, that is plus 0. And lastly, 36 plus 2 is 38. And you can see that because 19x is 38, that means x should be 2. There we finally got the value for x. So again, we randomly picked 2 equations from here, then eliminated the variable that both of these equations had, which was y in this case, to get a new equation. And this new equation seemed to have the same variables as this equation that we haven't used yet. So we used the elimination method once again to finally obtain one of the variables, which in this case happened to be the x value. And that was my cat Reumi, who just meowed. You know what to do now. Since we have our x value, we can just plug into wherever we want. Substitute, I mean. I'll use this one simply. So our x value is 2, so 2 plus 2y is equal to 8. That means 2y is equal to 6, which means y is equal to 3. This time I'll use this one, the last one. 4 times our x value is 2, so 4 times 2 plus z should equal to 9. 8 plus z is equal to 9, so that means our z value is 1. There we found all the x, y, and z values. So it wasn't that complicated. We just had to do the elimination task twice this time. Maybe I shouldn't have titled this video as challenges, because this was it. But of course, you're a new learner, so I should try one more question with you so you have understood it well. So this is again, find the x, y, and z values. This time, just as a practice, I'll choose equation B and C, the second one and third one. And did you notice that here we have z first and then x comes after, right? Just for the convenience, we could reorder them. There's nothing wrong about that. So minus 3x plus, because we have y value missing here, so I'll put 0 here where the y value was supposed to be, plus 8z is equal to 4. So we just reorder them, okay? The second one, I'll write it here. So here we are missing x, so I'll put 0 here. Plus y plus 6z, which is equal to 1. What should you do now? We have to eliminate z because both equations have z. So 6 and 8, what is the least common multiple? I guess that's 24, right? 24. So probably I should multiply this first one by 4 and multiply this second one by 3. Do you agree? So I'll do that. Multiply by 4. So 0 times 4 is just 0. 4y plus 24z is equal to 4. So I just multiplied this equation by 4. Make sense? The second one, what did I say? I should multiply by 3. Yeah, so minus 9x plus 0 times 3 is a 0, so 0 plus 24z is equal to 4 times 3, that's 12. There we go. Now we can eliminate this z. By how? By subtracting them. So 0 minus 9x. Minus means plus, right? So plus 9x, or just 9x. 4y minus 0, that should be just 4y. 24z minus 24z, that should disappear now. And here we have 4 minus 12, which should be minus 8. There we go. And you remember how we haven't used this equation yet? And this equation also has x and y value here, x and y here, so that's perfect. Let's put them together. Minus x plus 3y is equal to minus 6. And bringing this one to 9x plus 4y is equal to minus 8. Perfect. This time I'll eliminate x. Sounds good? So I'll rewrite it by multiplying this first equation by 9, right? So minus 9x plus 3 times 9 is 27, right? Is equal to minus, we are multiplying by 9, so 6 times 9, 54. Am I right? Yeah. And the second equation just stays the same. What should we do now? This time we should add them together so that these two cancel out. Minus 9x plus 9x, that's 0. 27y plus 4y, that is 31y. And lastly, minus 54 plus minus 8. That should be minus 62. Correct? There we go. 31y is equal to minus 62. And that sounds like y should be minus 2. Am I right? This time we found the y value first, which doesn't matter. That's okay. We can use this value to find x and z now. So which equation should I use now? This one, maybe? Yeah. So our y value is minus 2. So minus 2 plus 6z should equal to 1. That means if I move minus 2 to the other side, 6z should equal to 3. And that means, that sounds like z should equal to 1 over 2. Correct? We have a fraction. Yeah, fraction is still a value, so That's possible. Next, we should find the x value. Should we use this one? Yeah. 8 times z, our z value was 1 over 2, so I'll plug it in here, substitute. Minus 3x is equal to 4. And 8 times 1 over 2, that's 4, right? If I move 4 to the other side, that's going to be minus 4, which will become 0 on the right hand side. Oh, 0. Wait, does that mean x should equal to 0? Yes, why not? For more practice, I'll assign you a homework. Question 8, 9, and 10. You may check the answers in the next video, in which I'll be showing applications to what we just learned. See you soon.